Kevin Salmon, who's a regular here. You enjoy the water sports, if I'm not if I understood correctly, Kevin.
Yeah, we've been doing water sports down here for about 40 years.
40 years? No.
Since this was closed, when it was like a MOD private beach. And then it was obviously opened up to the rest of the public in Gibraltar, and I've been sailing in this area since then.
Sailing? What have you been sailing?
Well, basically, it started off with windsurfing, which is gladly older than I am. And then it sort of progressed into the newest discipline, which is called wing foiling.
What is wing foiling?
Wing
I know
foiling-
most people will have seen it,
Yeah.
but I know
Well,
not sure
yeah,
everybody
the
understands
people
exactly
are
what it
used to it,
entails.
Yeah. It's basically a hydrofoil powered by a wing, and it replaces the sail, which used to be, from windsurfers of old, where the sail was attached to the board. Now it's a free wing.
Completely free? I mean,
Completely
could
free.
it fly away if you let go
No,
of it?
no, obviously it's tethered.
Okay.
And we have we're very cautious of being close to the runway too, so
Yeah.
we get on very well with our friends over there at the control tower, and they know that we're very cautious and careful. And it's
But you're not sort of you're at sea level, aren't you?
at sea level.
Yeah.
At sea level. The thing's not up in the air because it's a hand wing.
Yeah.
It's attached to your hands.
And what's it like to do it? It must be good fun,
That's amazing. It's amazing. Imagine being able to fly over the surface of the water powered by a wing.
no? Only the wind.
That's it. You're powered by the wing.
There's no
and
engine or motor.
And your physical strength, and no engine, no nothing. And the thing is that it actually flies above the surface, aided by the hydrofoil.
Yeah. So you start off sort of on the
surface.
flat, and then it lifts off.
It lifts off exactly like if it was flying like
Yeah.
a plane, basically. The thing is, it doesn't leave the surface. You don't actually go up into the air.
You've got like a little keel, is that what you call
Well,
it?
it's
or-
got what's called a mast,
Yeah.
and underneath the mast you have a subsurface foil,
Yeah.
which doesn't actually breach. It
There's
doesn't
like
come out.
two layers, and the bottom one
That's
never
it.
comes out to the water.
So basically, you're flying between two wings. One under the surface, which you control with your feet, and the other one on the surface, which you control with your arms. So the amount of coordination needed is phenomenal, honestly.
Well, you manage it. We've got some footage of, I don't know if it was you, was that yesterday afternoon?
Yesterday, that was Victor and somebody else. I can't remember his name.
But do you think that Western Beach is the best place for it?
Western Beach, yes, I would say it is the best location for this.
And how many people are doing it?
At the moment, we've got about 35 in the group.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, it's at the moment it's turning into an association. It's got club status at the moment, and we've got that little corner over there.
To keep your gear?
It's Ballarau, vamos a decir.
Fingers crossed.
That's
huh?
it. The sort of government, they know that we're there.
Wow.
They're aware of us. So it's a growing sport, and it's got a lot of potential here in Gibraltar.
Okay, so before we let you go, Kevin, we've been talking about what makes this beach so special. For somebody who's just joining us then, for you, definitely the ability to do water sports is one of the reasons, no?
It's very safe. It's like a big swimming pool with a little bit of an entry point, an exit point over there. So it's extremely safe. You're landlocked in a way. So if there's any problems, you can always find something to latch onto, some ground to hold onto. And in terms of the actual beach itself, everybody gets along on this beach. It's a
Good family vibe.
Yeah, it's a good family vibe in this beach.
Kevin Salmon, we're more or less out of time. Thank you so much for joining us, but we're going to have to keep in touch because it sounds like the sport is growing and we should reflect that.
I think it would be
on
very
GBC.
interesting, yeah, for you guys, yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm not going to lie, I've absolutely loved Gibraltar today's From the Beach. We've got one more, not strictly beach, but we're going to be at the Gasa Bathing Pavilion on the 11th, the day after